When the stars forgot to shine. A story of Tochi. In the green hills of Nisaka, where sunrises kissed the red earth and the nights hummed with crickets and whispered prayers, a girl named Tochi was born. Her mother often said, "You came with the morning. That's why your name means praise." Her father would chuckle from behind his sewing machine, and we've praised God every day since. Their home was modest, cracked walls, a tin roof, and the scent of roasted yam in the air, but it was overflowing with love. Her mother taught English at the village school, her father stitched hope into tattered fabrics. Tochi grew up barefoot, wild with joy, and full of stories. She dreamed of cities, not for the money or the fame, but because she believed her voice had somewhere bigger to echo. Then came the rain. And the silence. Her parents never returned from a school fundraiser one night. A truck, a wet road, and a cruel twist of fate stole everything from her in an instant. She was 17 when the laughter in her life died. The days after the funeral blurred into each other. The house became still. Strangers pitied her with hushed voices and avoided her gaze. No one knew what to do with a girl who had no parents and too many memories. Her only surviving relative was her mother's sister, Auntie Rose, who lived in the chaotic heart of Lagos. With a small plastic bag and a bruised heart, Tochi left behind the red earth of Nisaka for the concrete coldness of the city. But Lagos was not the city of dreams. It was loud. Ruthless. Smog in the lungs and struggle in every breath. Her aunt's one-room flat in Mushin smelled of kerosene and damp clothes. "This is not your father's house," Auntie Rose said, her voice sharp. "You will work. You will keep your head down." Tochi scrubbed floors, fetched water from distant taps, cooked over smoky stoves, and endured insults that left deeper cuts than any knife. Her cousins mocked her village accent. She became invisible in her own skin. The girl who once recited poetry beneath mango trees now spoke only when spoken to. But something inside her would not die. One afternoon, carrying a basket of vegetables from the market, she heard music. It was coming from a community hall nearby. Laughter. Applause. Voices rising in unison. Drawn by something she couldn't name, she peeked inside. A group of young people were performing a scene, raw, emotional, alive. A woman noticed her. "You want to join?" she asked. Her name was Miss Olamide, the drama coach. "Come in. You look like someone who has something to say." Tochi stepped into the room. It felt like home. At first, she played background roles. Trees. Servants. Shadows. But every time she stepped on that stage, something cracked open inside her. Her grief found a voice. Her silence found rhythm. Acting became her lifeline. She didn't tell her aunt. She snuck out when she could. Saved her transport fare by walking miles. Went to bed hungry some nights, just to be able to stand under stage lights. Then came a local youth theatre festival. The script told the story of a village girl, broken by loss, reborn in the fire of the city. Tochi played the lead. She didn't need to act, she just remembered. People wept. One of them was a film director scouting new talent. "You don't just act," he told her. "You bleed truth on that stage." She was cast in a low-budget Nollywood film. Then another. And another. Her name began to echo beyond Mushin. Tochi Okafor, they called her. The girl with the eyes that speak. By 23, she was walking red carpets in Abuja and Accra. Talk shows wanted her. Journalists followed her. She was nominated for an AMVCA, and became the face of a global girl-child education campaign. But none of that could wash away the memory of the night she lost her parents. And none of it replaced the ache in her chest every time she heard the word home. On the night she won Best Actress, she stood on the glittering stage in front of cameras, lights, and strangers who called her star. She held the award close, like a child might hold a long-lost photograph. "My name is Tochi," she began, her voice shaking. "I come from a place where dreams are whispered, not spoken. I lost everything when I was 17. But grief taught me how to feel. Hunger taught me how to fight. And theater taught me how to live again. If you are watching this from a one-room flat, if you are working through tears, if your voice has been silenced, please don't stop. Your story is not over." The hall rose in thunderous applause. Later, she returned to Nisaka for the first time. The house was gone, swallowed by weeds. But in its place, she built a school of performing arts, named after her mother, the Neno Academy. She planted flowers where her father's sewing table once stood. She visited her aunt too. Gave her a new apartment and forgave her without asking for anything back. Sometimes, late at night, Tocha stands on her balcony and looks at the sky. She remembers how, once, the stars seemed to forget to shine. But now, she knows. She was never waiting on the stars. She was becoming one.